That the agenda for the regular committee of the whole meeting of September the 16th, 2025 be adopted as presented.
Number 3, is there any disclosure of pecuniary interest and or conflict of interest in the general nature thereof? Thank you. Moving along to number 4. The purpose of this public meeting is to hear an application by a zoning bylaw amendment. Now we're on. Thank you. The purpose of this public meeting is to hear an application for a zoning bylaw amendment number ZBL-05-2025, the Fishbowl Holdings Limited. The planner will provide a brief overview of the file and details of the amendment. The applicant will be given an opportunity to speak to the application. The public will then be given an opportunity to make comments and ask questions. A person or a public body who has the ability to appeal the decision of council for the zoning bylaw amendment to the Ontario Land Tribunal must make oral submissions at the public meeting or make written submission to the town of Perth before the bylaw is passed in order to be entitled to appeal the decision. If a person or a public body does not make oral submission at a public meeting or make written submissions to the town of Perth on the zoning bylaw application before the bylaw is passed, the person or public body may not be added as a party to the hearing of an appeal before the Ontario Land Tribunal unless, in the opinion of the tribunal, there are reasonable grounds to do so. If you wish to be notified of the decision of council and any possible Ontario Land Tribunal hearing in respect to any of the listed applications, you must submit a written request to the town of Perth, or you must sign the attendance list provided at tonight's meeting. To item 4.1, Report 2025 Cow-11.1, application for zoning bylaw amendment number ZBL-05-2025, 26 Craig Street, the Fishbowl Holdings Limited. I would now ask our Director of Developmental Services, Joanna Bowles, to please give your report.
All right, thank you very much. So this is an application for a zoning bylaw amendment at 26 Craig Street, application number ZBL-05-2025. So the proposal is to amend the zoning bylaw from residential third density, which is obviously residential uses, to a neighborhood commercial special exception. The purpose of the special exception is to add a fitness center as a use that is currently not permitted. Next slide, please. So this is the location of the property. I probably should have put the drape photography on there, but it's adjacent the cemetery, and it's in a residential neighborhood. So that is location, Craig and Beckwith, in that area. Next slide, please. This is just a depiction of what the inside proposal looks like. So I think those are exercise bikes, some washrooms, and just some general like open space. Next slide, please. This is the site plan. It's sideways because you couldn't see it well enough the other way. But essentially it's an existing building. It was the theater for a while, and it's been a car wash and a few different things. But effectively, we're just recognizing the location of the building. Nothing is proposed to be changed of any significance on site. So there's sufficient parking. The building is located where it is. The access is sufficient. And you see a barrier-free access, barrier-free parking space there as well. And some landscaping and snow storage. So nothing is really being changed on site, just modified or improved. Next slide, please. So this is the zoning chart. We usually go through this and just sort of say where it meets, where it doesn't. In this case, again, the building is existing. So where it doesn't meet the zoning, it doesn't, but it's an existing building. But generally, I have no particular concerns here. In a lot of cases, it exceeds the requirements. Next slide, please. So reviewing this project, if you read the report that was probably a lot longer than this, it effectively says that it conforms with the provincial policy statement, our town official plan, and then we're giving it a zoning bylaw amendment. Next slide, please. So there were really no concerns from staff or external agencies, and we had not received public comments at the date of drafting the report, and we haven't had any since. Next slide, please. So the recommendation is before you. All let whoever's in charge of that read that.
Thank you very much, Joanna. Does any member of council have any questions of Joanna? Thank you, Joanna. Hearing none, I will now call upon a representative from the applicant, Chris Clark, to please come forward.
Thank you. Through you, Mr. Chair. My name is Chris Clark. I'm with Aegis Canada, and I'm representing the applicant for the file. So I'll just add that the purpose of the exception zoning, as Joanna pointed out, was because fitness center isn't permitted in the neighborhood commercial zone. A wellness center is permitted. So in order to have both uses to sort of capture what they want to do here, we've just added that. That's the reason for the exception. The property's mainly been non-residential uses since its existence. And then the only thing I wanted to mention on site, we did move the barrier-free parking space only because the current barrier-free parking space, people back out directly onto the road. It's right in front of the building now. We're locating it off the interior driveway so that people aren't backing into the road allowance anymore. They'll back onto the property and then pull out going forward. So I just wanted to note that was the only change. Otherwise, the site will remain as is.
Great, thank you very much. Does any member of council have any questions of the applicant? Councillor Bolt.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. No, you hit the nail on the head. My only concern was parking because I used to use that building when it was a car wash, and so no, I'm glad to see that you're going to make those changes with the parking, and if that's the only change you're proposing, it's a good change. So I just wanted to make a comment. Thank you.
Any other questions or comments from council? Hearing none, thank you very much, Chris, for your comments. Moving along to item number C, Joanna, have we received written comments from the public?
We have not received any written comments.
Okay, thank you very much. Have we received, or do we want to, are there any oral comments from the public at this time? Hearing none, I will hear a motion by Deputy Mayor McPherson.
Moved by myself, as recommended by Committee of the Whole, be resolved that the Council of Town of Perth pass bylaw number 3358-138, being a bylaw to further amend the zoning bylaw number 3358 to change the zone category of lands municipally known as 26 Craig Street from residential third density R3 to neighborhood commercial special exception X C3X as presented in report 2025 Cal 11.1.
All those in favor? Carried unanimously. Thank you very much. Item number 5, adoption of minutes, none scheduled. Delegations, none scheduled. Correspondence, none scheduled. Staff reports, none scheduled. CAO and Director departmental updates, none scheduled. We have no new business. Our next meeting will be on Tuesday, October the 7th at 5:30, in which I'll be chairing. Are there any questions from the media this evening?
Brian Turner, none from me, thanks.
Thank you, Brian.
None from me, for Olivia for Inside Ottawa Valley.
Thank you, Olivia. We have no closed session today. We have no rise and report. I will entertain a motion by Councillor Bolt.
Certainly that the Committee of the Whole meeting held on September 16th, 2025 adjourn at 5:40 p.m.
All those in favor? This meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much.